Good morning, beautiful people from YouTube. Just me, the God's gift to women. You know, pleased to meet you. Have you? Yes, my name. What's puzzling you is the nature of my game. I've been around so many years. I was there when Jesus Christ had a stout and pain. I make sure the Pilate washed his hands and sealed his face. Come on, people, let's get party. Oh. Anyway, people, this is going to be a friendly chat. A friendly chat. Like I said, I like playing drums. I'm a fucking down to earth God. You know, I can't help it. That was on when God was given good looks. I was in the front of the queue. I was there. Well, for big up the watches. This is what I say to people. There's loads of views on my thing, yo. Kirsty, Karen, Kip. There's loads, mate. There's loads. Like I said, go look at some of my videos. Get over a couple of thousand. So I can't help it. God give to women. You know, I may be boring, love. Saying there, boy. You know what I'm saying? But I fucking got a beautiful face. All women fall at my feet. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. Anyway, what's the I like to listen to songs and music. I'm lovely into music. I'm into films, horror films generally, superhero films. Uh, I like the Beatles. I like Rolling Stones. Do you ever remember a girl band from the late 90s, Elastica? Do you ever remember them? You know, didn't the woman go with David Albright from the Blair? Um, so, well, quite a few, like I said, people, there's a lot of things that I'm interested. Like I play the drums. I have been in a few bands myself. If you live in London, you'd probably see me quite so often, gigging round now and then. I play the drums and the guitar. If you live in London, people, come and see me. Um, I work most time, but like I said, my free time I love, and my most passionate thing I ever do is going hunting. I could stay out for weeks just tracking the rack of a deer, you know. So, like I said, people, this came about the silliness of a individual on YouTube. He thinks he's untouchable. Nobody's untouchable, people. Now, so like I said, people, I hunt. I would hunt days, just for stalking one doe, you know. You ever remember the program back in the day, The Word? Uh, Wanker of there's another program on Granada, Wanker of the Week with Sarah Hitman of Hair with yeah. Uh, well, back in the day, the people used to. There's loads of good programs on, like MacGyver, The A-Team, Knight Rider, Street Talk, Airwolf. These programs that now they've got no soul, they've got no heart. Uh, you don't know you to root for. Like Knight Rider's Michael Knight, Michael Knight, Slim Feather Hawk, Jesse. I can't remember the name of the second name for the Street Talk. Jesse, A-Team, Baby Rockers, Mad Murdoch, Animal Smith, and Face. You know, but now programs nowadays, people, that you can't even think of the name of the person. It's just one blur. Um, there was a film, Blue Thunder, with the fella from Jaws, Roy Sliding, is it? That was good. That was a good film, to be honest with you. Maniac Cop, good film. Um, uh, the Dirty Harry films with Clint Eastwood. Make my day, punk. Did I five or did I fire six? Uh, Gay channel. Yeah, it is. So that's why you came in here. Yeah, you're right. I'm on compost fuck, I like a bit of plants in there, lad. Like I said, they're Irish. Oh, like I said, they're boy. Anyway, people, Maniac, the Friday the 13th, Michael Myers, Halloween, Jason Voorhees, the Gremlins. You ever remember the Gremlins? I didn't understand. One thing I didn't understand about the Gremlins, right? It said don't feed them after midnight, but there's different time zones in the world, isn't there? So it'd be after midnight somewhere in the world, wouldn't it? No. Um, then you had a program, the BBC done with the BBC One, I think it was. It's a fiver. They had uh, Ben, what's his name? He does a program on Channel 4. He, Living in the Wild. He was on it. Do you ever remember Bruce Willis and Fingo in Moonlighting? Ali McBee, um, the Dancing Baby. This is good programs, people. We used to watch when we was kids. Now we've got the same crap. It doesn't matter what it is, the same crap. More or less the same people in every fucking show. Uh, Krypton Factor, another one. Good program. Crackerjack. Um, Nightmare. I used to love when coming home when I was a young lad, come home to watch Nightmare. Fraggle Rock, another one. You know, so like I said, I can't help it if I'm God give to women. You know, I can't help it, lad. You know, I take the piss out of myself a lot. Anyway, people, that's what I'm saying to you. These shows, what we get today, is the same crap, same like the Scandinavian police dramas, the same shit. There's a program I was watching about talking to the dead, and now I've watched it. I've watched it about fucking 50 times, and I still don't understand it. Viking werewolf again, and I try to collide two different genres of TV together, mash them together. They don't work. Um, Teen Wolf with the Michael J. Fox. You ever remember that? Back in the day. Um, what else? Dark Tanyan and the Three Musket Hounds. All for one and one for all. Good cut, like fucking Phil Schofield in the broom cupboard with Gordon sticking his hand up, Gordon and the go for his fucking ass. No wonder he was turning gay. You know what I mean? Isn't that fisting? Wouldn't that be counted as fisting? I don't know, just, you know. Uh, Bucky, what's the cartoon? What was it? Bucky Rogers. Uh, Firefly, another program I used to watch. Um, anyway, Pete, these good programs. We constantly. I used to run home from school. Right, the school was 3 miles away. I used to run home to watch Bucky D'Artagnan. Remember Round the Twist about the people in the lighthouse, the family in the lighthouse. Have you ever like this? Are you going round the twist? You know these programs was entertainment and uh, the stuff on BBC One was good. Then you turn over to Granada. I'm so my age here, people. Granada, and they had like Nightmare. Now, what's that one where they used to have to cross over imaginary lines where JC, it was proper good. It was proper good. Like we had Saturday TV, Sarah Green and Philip Schofield. Um, they used to have the two comedians swing your pants. Anyway, GC, this is me, lad. This is what I look like. I can't help it if I'm God give to women. So, like I said, people, this is what I like to talk about. Yeah, yeah. With the I- yeah, swap shop. I used to try and swap your fucking junk for brand new gear, didn't you? Yeah, remember it quite well. It was Noel Edmonds, you're right. Yeah, you're right, mate. You're right. Used to have Whack-A-Day, didn't he? Used used to have a Whack-A-Day. With Timmy Mallett. Remember Keith Chadwin? Yeah. These programs, that's what I'm saying to you. Programs then, they was interested. Used to get up on a Saturday morning, so watch them. But now, kids can't even be asked to come out the room. You used to sit there in front of the telly with your cornflakes and your orange juice and your toast. I know, mate. I was just making a point, Pablo. I'm just making a point. You know what I mean? There's a lot of shady people out there putting the wrong. I don't know what you call it. The wrong. I'm good, lad. I'm good. Now, did you Braveheart with Mel Gibson? That was a good film as well. Now, it was a fucking immaculate. Everything was bad. It wasn't right. I good. Thanks for coming in, Braveheart. Yeah, you're right, Braveheart. It's a lot of good programs. There was like Time Team on a Sunday with Tim Robinson. Time Team. Used to love watching that. Then you had Heartbeat. Uh, these programs now it's the same. In Green Chill, another good program. You know, another fucking great shout, Pablo. Great shout. Now, you don't get these programs anymore. You get the same fucking. Oh, you get now. You get a kid who's moody and it's got something to say. Back in the day, it was just fun. Morph, Tony Hart, Tony Hart. You know, Art Attack with that fella. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm gonna be doing. That's what one thing I want to be doing. And like I said, I'm interested in a lot of things: music, films, my favorite horrors and super films, superheroes. Uh, yeah, the Grange Jones. Do you remember? Do you remember when he used to start? They used to see somebody throwing a sausage. Never. Yeah, Grange. Who else? Who remembers then Gordon the Gopher? Who remembers Gordon the Gopher? Then we had Top of the Pops. Well, we can't really, say much about that. Could be because of the people who used to present it. Um, do you ever remember the Tiz was? They done an adult version in the night time. With was it called Tiz was or was it? Do you ever remember growing up and used to be a red triangle on Channel 4? I know every one of us used to wait for the red triangle. You know, it's a mucky film. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're not right. Uh, yeah, man, Top the Pops, fucking hell. That was back in the day, like, man. These things, mate, yeah, you know, we had when we was kids. That kids nowadays don't even know what we fucking talking about. Um, and I tell you what, I used to love watching Doctor Who, House of Festus and McCoy's era, you know, and you know, nowadays Davros, the lead of the Daleks, now because he's supposed to be in the wheelchairs, disabled. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Little tape deck side the TV, Bob. Yeah, you're right, lad. You're right. Remember them? Don't fucking remember it, all right, lad. Oh, you used to have a tape recorder with a twin tape, and you used to tape a tape for your mates. I know the old computers. We had the Amstrad back in the day when they came out. We had the Amstrad because Sugar was granddad. I don't know the ins and outs of it. We got an Amstrad. Fucking hell, it took ages to download. Yeah, you know. Used to have the cassettes with used to black cassettes. Matter of fact, used to magazines. Used to have in magazines that programs for games, and used to spend hours typing this program out. And when the game came along, was fucking shit. Chuggy Egg, Robocod. Yeah, my granddad used to be involved in that. I don't know what ins and outs of it. We got the Amstrad. It was a decent computer, like, and we got a phone off him. And it was it was like it had internet, not internet. It wasn't internet. It was like fucking So yeah, these things don't like. You used to sit there and hours fucking typing this code in, and you got something's crap. You know. Well, I used to love playing Chuggy Egg. And all it was is a no, was it a chicken or a duck? Well, it was a bird, and all he had to do was collect eggs, like Donkey Kong. You ever remember Donkey Kong? You're right, Amstrad 64. You're right, Pablo. You are right. It was a good. To be honest with you, it was for free anyway, so we wasn't no one wasn't complaining about it. You're right, the old Atari, yeah, Commodore, also Commodore 64. Yeah, you're right. These games, like the Atari. Do you ever remember that game was supposed to be tennis? All it was two sticks and the boys go from back to right. And you used to have cartridges going in, and sometimes it didn't work. So what you have to do, put it out and blow on it. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Good times. Yeah, you're right. You're right, JC. It was fucking weird, wasn't it? It's, yeah, man, Donkey Kong. It was. I used to spend hours playing that game, Pablo. Spend hours playing it. You know. And all it was basically a monkey, a King Kong. Um, yeah, but it was brilliant. Like, mm, used to go to the arcades and play Space Invaders. The thing, like the little space, the aliens that come past the skate. Bum, 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 bum. Mario Brothers, yeah, 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 Golden Axe. Now you're talking. You never remembers Golden Axe? These games, like now, it's like you've got to fucking have a master's degree in fucking science and fucking technology. Back in the day, you just plug it in, put the game in, which way the top or the bottom, press play. Do you ever remember the film with the Mario Brothers with what's his name, the British actor from Mona Lisa, who framed Roger Rabbit? Yeah, you're right, GC, you're right. Fucking Golden Axe was boss. Uh, well, what we used to do, there used to be a chippy, just around the corner. Well, it wasn't a chip. Yeah, it was like a cafe chippy thing. Bob Hoskins, could I have a pee, please, Bob? The hotspot. Oh yeah, no, Bob Hoskins. Yeah, that's his name for you. Yeah, you never remember that game show with what was it called? He's the have a pee, please, Bob. You're right, Ice Shane. You're right, Bob Hoskins. Thanks, Pavlo. And Pavlo, my name's Sebastian. Really. Thanks for coming in, mate. Much appreciated. The watches, and I would like to have these conversations with quite a lot. Just the thanks, Ice Shane, coming in. Anyway, it's time for me breakfast, people. Much appreciated, watchers. Much appreciated. JC, thanks for coming in. Pavlo, Ice Chain, who else? Irish, was it? I'm not anymore, Pavlo. They're like my truth is out there. You can't force people to believe it. Thanks for your kind words, Pavlo. Much appreciated. Oh man, I can't wait to see that Ice Chain. I can't wait. Doomsday. Uh, oh, I think if they do what they do, that's like in the comics. Doomsday's unstoppable. Like the Fantastic Four, the two films like the before Doomsday was a joke, but if they come if they do what they the same in the comics, he'd be unstoppable. And have a look, I Shane. It looks. Is that the trailer with Thor tried to hit him with the Stormbreaker, and he just put one finger and stops it? Is that the one? Yeah. Anyway, good morning to you good people of YouTube. Thanks deep from the bottom of my heart for coming in. I'll have these sort of talks again soon. I feel the same. Have a dirty sayonara.